A tavola! Hey guys, welcome to a Tavola. It's kind of a cold, wet, snowy day outside here today, but you know what? The sun is shining in here. Brand new studio, I love it. I think Marblex did a great job with all the granite, and I'll tell you what, it's so much brighter and more cheerful, so I can't wait to cook for you guys in here today. I just got back from Florida and I got some inspiration in Key West, had a great time. But what I'm gonna make for you is I guess they called it a Key West shrimp and pasta. I'm going to make it with ziti. I think they made it with penne, but I think it'll work either way. I'm also gonna make, of course, can't leave Key West without having key lime pie. So I'm gonna make for you a really nice key lime pie, which is super easy to make. So let's start with the crust. And you're gonna use, I have here some graham cracker crumbs, and it's about 1.5 cups. So I've got here a 9-inch pie plate. Tell you, it was hard coming back, believe me, to this weather. We're supposed to have spring. Doesn't look like spring yet. Okay, and I've got about 5 tablespoons of butter. Here's where it gets a little bit messy. And I like to put almonds, sliced almonds in my crust. It gives it a little crunch and nice flavor, I think. That's about 1/2 cup. And now here where you get messy, so make sure your hands are pretty clean. Mine are clean, I just washed them yesterday, so I'm just joking. I know. My crew's going, oh God, and she wants me to taste that after. All right, so you just want to incorporate the butter with the crumbs. Just like that. And then we're going to press it. Okay. Looks like a lot of crumbs, but once you get it all pressed in and into the sides, and because there's butter in there, you don't have to worry about it sticking. And I have a preheated oven, 350. So we're going to bake this for about 15 minutes or until it's nice and, golden brown, or a little darker brown than it is. And you'll see this is like one of the easiest pies you'll ever make, and so good. Really, really good. Okay, that looks about good. I think that looks right. I don't know if I have room to put all my filling in there. Okay. Now, I'm going to get it into the oven. I'm going to take a quick break, wash up. I'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere.
It's easy to gain a little weight without really noticing. The same is true for your pets. Just a couple of extra pounds on them can lead to diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. Visiting your veterinarian is the best way to help your pets live long, healthy lives. Go to petfit.com to learn more, because a little extra weight is a big problem.
Welcome back. Pie crust, I can smell it. It smells really good. Too bad you can't smell it, but I think it's ready. It's been in about 15 minutes, so let's pull it out. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty, nice and golden brown. We're gonna let that cool off because you don't want to fill it until it's cool. Okay, so now let's get started on our sauce for the pasta, because that has to simmer. So while that's simmering, then we can make our filling. I'm going to start off with a jar of my tomato sauce. I like to use the little spicy one. The sauce has a little bite to it, which I really like. So I'm going to use about a whole jar of that. So it's about 24 ounces or so. And it's just a simple tomato basil sauce. Now to that, we're going to add about a half a cup of vodka, and we're going to let that simmer together. This dish was so good that I actually went back to this restaurant twice to have it. It was that good. It's called the Grand Cafe, and it was right on Duval. The Duval is like the main drag there, and it's just lined with restaurants and bars and a lot of outside cafes, and just it's really a lot of fun. We had really great weather. I tell you, it went by like that. Time always goes by fast when you're on vacation, though, right? So you're going to let this simmer, I would say probably for about 10 minutes or so. Why don't we grab a lid so it doesn't splatter everywhere. I usually end up wearing the tomato sauce. So let's turn that up just a little bit. So we'll let that simmer. Once that's simmered for about 10 minutes, then we'll add the cream, and then of course the shrimp at the end, because the shrimp takes no time at all to cook. So let's get started on the filling for the pie now that the crust is cooling. So we're going to start off with 2 eggs. Now this recipe calls for 2 whole eggs. I know a lot of recipes just call for the yolks, but this one I'm going to use the whole egg. Yeah, I have to say, I ate very well. Almost too well. I have to get back to the gym now. Get back to my routine. Okay, and to this we're going to add 2 14-ounce cans of condensed milk, and this is sweetened condensed milk. Stuff is really thick. That's what makes it really yummy. Look at how thick that is. Like I said, this is one of the easiest pies you'll ever make. Actually, both dishes have just pretty much 3 ingredients, kind of 3 or 4 at the most. Because then we're just going to add lime juice to this, and that's it. Very simple, but very good. And yes, I've taken all the calories out. Ha ha ha. Get every bit of that out. Let's turn our sauce down. That looks like you don't want it to boil, you just want it to simmer. But yeah, Key West is a fun place if you've never been. There's also kind of a square. It's called Mallory Square. And every night or every evening they have what they call the freak show. So I thought that was interesting. There's guys doing all sorts of almost like circus type acts, you know, on the unicycles and doing all kind of acrobatic kind of stuff. It was fun. All right. So now let's mix this all together. Oh, let's get our lime juice in there. Now you can use fresh limes. Put that down there. This is called Key West lime juice, of course. I'm going to use about a cup of this. And we're going to mix this all up. You just want it very well incorporated. Get that over to the sink. Okay. I made a mess there, but oh well. And then, now, you're really supposed to let this set and chill in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, but I kind of cheat, put it in the freezer, works just the same. Do that for about a half an hour. All right, let's give the sauce a stir, see what's going on here. Smells good, really good. Now, because the shrimp takes no time, it's probably a good time to put the pasta in because it's going to take about 10 minutes to cook. So let's crank that water up again, because you want that water to be boiling. It almost is. All right, let's check our crust, make sure it's cooled off. It actually could cool off a few more minutes. Like, ow. All right, clean up my mess just a tad here. I think we need to let it cool off for about 5 more minutes. So in the meantime, let's get our pasta going here. So I've got a pound of ziti. You can use penne. They actually served it with a little bit larger penne, but I wasn't able to find them. So the ziti, I think these were actually a little bit bigger, and they're smooth. So I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to put in a whole pound of that. And you want to salt your pasta water. This is like probably the most important thing, because I don't care how good your sauce is. If you don't salt your water, it will not turn out. It will not taste right. So you want to put in a good handful. A little bit more. And let's give that a stir. Okay, let that go. Now, to this, I think we're ready to add our cream, our heavy cream. Okay. And we're going to put about a half a cup of heavy cream. Now, because cream is bland, has really no flavor, you're going to have to add a little bit of salt. And I like to add a little extra red pepper because I like the heat. And a little bit of salt. I made this last night actually for some friends, and I think it was a pretty good hit. I think they seem to enjoy it very much. I use my friends and my families as guinea pigs. They don't seem to mind. So you're kind of creating like a pink sauce here, which is nice. Right, let's add a little more salt to that and some pepper. Not much, just a little bit. Maybe a teaspoon. And some crushed red pepper. Let's do it this way. Again, this is just how you like, if you like it spicier, you can add more. Otherwise, the tomato sauce was already had a little kick to it. So I will let this simmer just a little bit longer, then we'll add our shrimp, which we should probably get out of the fridge. I got some colossal shrimp. These are really big. I have a pound, about a pound. But as you know, when you make shrimp, it doesn't matter how big they start out with, they always shrink. They're probably going to shrink to almost half that size. So it's good, some good looking shrimp there. Okay, let's give that a taste. I don't really see it. Okay, there we go. I see it simmering now. I don't see it simmering, but I do now. It's good. That's really good. But it does need to thicken up just a little bit more, and that is spicy. It's got a nice kick to that. Give our pasta a little stir. It's starting to smell really good in here. I'm starting to get hungry. All right, I think it's safe to fill our pie. So you want to get all this yummy, look at that, it's already even starting to thick. It's so cold in this kitchen, I'm not surprised. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, it almost doesn't all fit. This is going to be one of your probably best summer desserts right here. Okay. Now we're going to put this back in the oven for about 20 minutes. I can get it over there without spilling it. There we go. Nice and easy. Set that timer. Voila. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put the shrimp in. I'm going to take one more quick break, and when we come back, we're going to taste it all.
It's your home, it's your dream. Radon testing, keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. Now that's living healthy and green.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon testing, keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
Welcome back. I've drained the pasta. It's al dente. I've added a little bit of butter just so they won't stick, it doesn't stick together. It just also gives it a little more of a creamy effect. Now to the sauce, I did add the shrimp to it. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. Maybe a quarter of a cup. I'll save a little bit for the top. And then I'm just going to mix it all together is what I'm going to do. Wow, did I actually do that without getting it on me? That'll be a first. I don't know, maybe I spoke too soon. Okay. I'm gonna mix that all together. Ooh, that looks really yummy. Okay. Right here. Voila. Oops. See, still made a mess. I'm going to top this off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, or a lot of Parmesan cheese. And if you want, you can use a little garnish. A little fresh basil right there. Well, I think we should try this. What do you guys think? Sorry that you viewers can't try it, but you will try this at home. Let's get a little bit. All right, get a little bit of sauce, maybe get a shrimp. Oh my God, that looks so good. Of course, you have to top it with just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. All right, let's give it a try. Oh my God. Oh, I'm back in Key West. Okay, I'm happy again. Listen, I'm gonna take one more break, get the pie out of the oven. We're gonna cool it off. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, put it in the freezer for a few minutes. We'll come back, make the whipped cream, and we'll give that a try as well. I'm gonna keep eating this though for a second.
2 words for you. Pop quiz. Ready? Name any funny movie. A drama. Name a mystery. And one more thing. Name the movie your kids saw today in science class.
Know what really matters. Know about your kid's school. And know about your kid. Find out 100 ways to know more, do more.
Welcome back, guys. Just got this out of the freezer, and I think it's okay. I think it's gelled enough, and I've just added a little bit of slices of lime just to garnish it just a little bit. So now let's make our fresh whipped cream to put on top. So let's just move this aside for a minute. My bowl. And this is just super easy. Just all this is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to add to that 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And then you want to whip this at pretty high speed. Voila, fresh whipped cream. Doesn't get any better than that. Yummy. Put this over by the sink. And let's dig into this pie. Move that aside. I think it's cooled off enough. Has it all, probably all comes apart on me here. Let's give it a try. But I'll tell you what, I bet it tastes yummy. Let's get a little bit of this. Okay. Let's dig in. That is so good, so creamy. A little tart. Perfect. And the crust is crunchy with the sliced almonds in there. Tell you what, they say easy as pie. Well, this is the easiest pie you're ever gonna make. I'm all out of time for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. And as I say at our house, a tavola!